As you've heard me say multiple times at this channel, there are so many different ways to play this game. I've talked to players who decide to jump right in, they want to follow the main story quest, then jump to the side missions, while other players such as myself like to just enjoy what's happening in front of me. I'll follow a main mission, then jump to a side quest and go from there. But one common question I get at the channel, regardless of how you play the game, is if there happens to be an efficient way to level up quickly. The answer is yes. Therefore, today I'm going to show you one of my favorite farming methods that can have you earn a ton of XP in a short amount of time. What's up, my YouTube family? Welcome back to the Gaming Brigade, and there are a few details I'd like to touch base on in this video, but I'd like to show you the farming area first and not waste your time. Now, if you happen to be new here, feel free to hit that subscribe or join button. If you enjoy this, you could hit that like button as well, and we are currently having a giveaway for a PlayStation 5, but I will go over those details at the end of the video. Now, this entire farming method has to do with battle arenas, and the best part is you can start to do this very early on in your gameplay. For my main character, I hadn't reached this area until around level 15 or so, but for my other characters, I started doing this on level 4 or 5 right after the mission Welcome to Hogsmeade, but I know other players that started much earlier than that. Now, for those of you that bought the standard edition, you have two locations to choose from, one of which being the North Ford Bog area. You can see it located here on the map. That is obviously in the northern part of the map, and on the southern part of the map in the Feldcroft region, you have another one there. Now, if you purchase the deluxe edition, you will also have access to the Dark Arts Arena, but I will show you that later in the video. Now, the first thing you want to do when you get to any of these locations, you want to cast Revelio, which will show you a number of jars in the area that need to be destroyed in order to activate the battle arena. Now, one thing I want to go over really quick has to do with difficulty, and in this game, the difficulty does not have an impact whatsoever on the amount of XP that you earn. Therefore, if you want, you can change it to easy or story mode. It doesn't matter, because regardless of the difficulty that you choose, you're going to gain the same amount of XP for clearing this area. So if you want to speedrun it, you can set it to story and just rinse and repeat this spot over and over. Now, with that being said, there is one detail you definitely want to pay attention to, and those are the challenges that you're going to see on each wave of enemies that you face. So in the battle arena, there are 5 waves of enemies, and each wave will have its own challenge. So you want to definitely pay attention when you're doing this, because completing these challenges will earn you even more XP. So again, to be clear, killing the enemies gives you the same amount, but if you complete the challenges, you get bonus XP as well. Now, one of the things I said at the beginning of the video is that there's no wrong way to play this game. You can play any way you want. You can tackle the main missions and then do all the side missions. It's completely up to you. But one of the things I kept hearing were from players saying that they were tackling a bunch of side missions, they went to do a main mission, and their level wasn't high enough and they wanted a way to level up fast. My friends, this is it. This is by far the most efficient way I've found in the game so far, and if you have questions, comments, or feedback, please let me know. Last but not least today, for those of you that do have the deluxe edition, I strongly recommend doing this in the Forbidden Forest. That is where you're going to find the Dark Arts Arena. You can see it here on the map in the middle of that circle icon right there. That's its location, and the reason I suggest this is not only because it's close to Hogwarts Castle, but you also, when you're in this arena, you have access to all of the unforgivable curses of Avada Kedavra, Crucio, and Imperio, and you do not get to keep them, but it gives you a great opportunity to try them out early in the game. With all that being said, I'm going to start to wrap this up. Now, I mentioned at the beginning of the video we do have giveaways at the channel. The current one is for a PlayStation 5. To enter, all you need to do is subscribe here or follow on Twitter, and the winner will be announced May 4th of this year. On that note, I'm going to let the rest of the video play out. However, I want to thank you all for your amazing support of this channel and remind you, if you happen to be new here, feel free to hit that subscribe or join button. If you enjoyed this, you could hit that like button as well, but most importantly, take care of yourselves, be kind to each other, and we will talk to you soon. Thanks again, everyone.